Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Liverpool are one step closer to the Premier League. One more win. And Carragher was talking post-match about the Trent situation and what's going on with him, Conor Bradley, and what they should do until the end of the season. So we're going to take a look at it because it has caused quite a debate on social media. So let's have a look.
But the big decision Liverpool have, or a couple of decisions between now and the end of the season and the summer, is if Trent hasn't committed, which he hasn't, obviously, to the manager for next season, he shouldn't be starting games. He shouldn't be, because
even not for a send-off for him for what he's done for the club. You think about planning for next season.
Of course, Liverpool are not here as a football club to give someone a send-off. The point would be is.
So yeah, I think with this, Carragher is obviously coming from a Liverpool point of view. He's not worrying about what the Trent situation is. Obviously, he's done phenomenally for Liverpool. He's given some of his best years to the club. But right now, Liverpool are in a situation where they're either going to need to replace Conor Bradley or they're going to obviously give him the starting berth and let him go on and maybe develop as a player. So I think Carragher is thinking more long-term rather than where Michael Richards is coming from, saying that because of what he's done for the club, he deserves a send-off, which I agree with.
You've got a young player. It's not like we're talking about a 27, 28-year-old. We're talking about a young player who had a tough 15, 20 minutes at the start of the game. And that's part of becoming like an experienced player. I went through that in certain games. Gary, who's commentating, would have gone through situations like that. It's not about, oh, let's give Trent a send-off. It's about, OK, we need to assess whether Conor Bradley is the guy for us next season, playing week in, week out. Because the decision Liverpool will have in terms of Trent moving on is, does Conor Bradley become our first choice right back and we buy a backup player who's maybe a utility player who can maybe play centre back? Or are we buying a first choice right back and Conor Bradley's going to have to battle with him? So that lad needs as much experience as he possibly can get. So yes, bring him on, like you did today, if you need to go and win the game, maybe against Spurs or a couple of weeks after that. But in terms of starting games right now, if Trent hasn't committed to the club, which he obviously hasn't, Conor Bradley should be starting every game.
Yeah, 100%. Conor Bradley, the one thing I would say about Conor Bradley is I don't think we're ever going to get the same level from Conor Bradley as we have gotten from Trent. Like Trent, since the 17-18 season, he has 82 goal contributions. I think it's 82 or 83 goal contributions. And that is just absolutely ridiculous from a defender. And something that we're probably never going to see the likes of again in the current modern era of Premier League fullbacks. So I think Trent is unique, and I don't think Conor Bradley is going to be able to reach that level. But the idea is that we can put Conor Bradley in at right back, see how he does, maybe what are we missing from the team, and then we can maybe go out and buy that player in the summer. If we just play Trent from now until the summer and then he leaves, then you're still kind of in a situation of can Bradley do it? Does he have the ability to be able to go out and perform to the same level, which I don't think he does, and I think a lot of Liverpool fans will agree on that. So I think Carragher is right again in this situation. Playing for the last 5 games, whether they're good or bad, at least we'll be able to assess him and assess the team going forward.
Is there not a question to ask about having your assets on the pitch if you starting every game with your
next Sunday who would you start next Sunday if you have to beat Spurs?
Conor. No, what I'm saying is, if this title wasn't sewn up and it was edging heads with Arsenal, you put your best player on the pitch, which is Trent. But Liverpool have won the league. You know,
have you seen enough in Bradley? Because I think he's good enough. If Trent was to I think he's a really good player.
Week in, week out.
We still don't know. That's my point. That's why you have to give him his head now. Sort of 5 games to go. Start him in all these games. He'll have good games. He'll have bad games. He's a young defender. But give him that experience, and then you get to the summer and you make your decision.
Exactly. That is exactly what we should do. We should obviously start Bradley, and then when Trent obviously wants to go off and goes off to Madrid, at least we'll be in a better position come the summer to be able to bring in the players that we need to bring in. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think Liverpool should start Trent for the remainder of the games, or should I start Bradley and start to see what they're going to look like going into the future?